Now you got to listen to me talk.
I want to thank Brother Tom and Chris for those kind words, and Mike. I thought you were going to be a little rougher on me, Mike. You were pretty easy. You know, this is a very special honor for me. And based on the list of past honorees, I believe that I am with some very impressive company. Over the last few days, I thought about what I was going to say tonight. I began to realize that this award is really not about me or any of the past and previous honorees. They, including myself, are all about the past. And De La Salle is all about the future. Now, don't get me wrong. These past honorees have done much more than I could ever do for this school. And I'm not sure why I'm up here, to be honest with you. Some of them have done it with endless hours of service. Some of them have done it with large amounts of financial support. Some have done it through having a great dedication to education. And some through teaching many lessons learned about winning and losing through sports. Even though De La Salle would not be what it is today without the contributions of each and every one of these honorees, this award is really about carrying a tradition into the future. It's about preserving a legacy for generations to come. It's also about keeping the belief, and I learned this from Brother Tom, it's about keeping the belief of St. John Baptist De La Salle alive. A belief that you can take a young boy, bring him within the walls of this De La Salle community, and after 4 short years, he walks out from these walls with a foundation of new skills and experiences that will help to build him into a successful young man. It was also his belief that we should do this both for those with much means and those with very little means. This is what has really touched me about the De La Salle experience. It has always been about the boys, not the school. For me, it has never been just about the great education De La Salle offers, or just about the success that we've seen on the athletic fields, or the fact that it wins awards in debate and robotics, music and art, or even the hundreds of thousands of dollars of scholarship money that our students receive each year. To me, it was always about building character. It's about building character in young boys, regardless of their background or their circumstances. Because when you combine an exceptional education with strong character, you are laying the foundation for young boys to become successful young men. It's about teaching these young boys how to deal with people. It's the little things like how you greet somebody with a firm handshake and a direct look. It's how to be responsible for your behavior, whether it's good behavior or bad. To me, it's always been about the stuff that never gets graded on a report card. It is what builds boys and makes men. That is what makes De La Salle different. That is what makes De La Salle special. And that is why I support De La Salle. Now, I have to admit that I'm not a beneficiary of the De La Salle boys to men traditional machine. But I did receive the benefits of something very close. You see, I did not graduate from De La Salle. I'm a Notre Dame man. But the core values of parochial education and character building which exist at De La Salle also were present at Notre Dame. Looking back, I always felt that those 4 years in high school played a big role in everything that was to become my future. I have been very blessed in life when it comes to both family and profession. When it comes to family, I have a wonderful wife of almost 40 years and 5 great children. 3 of them went to De La Salle. They wouldn't let my daughters in here, so I had to send with Regina. I also have fantastic son-in-laws, a daughter-in-law, and 2 more daughter-in-laws on the way this year. And last but not least, 5 beautiful grandchildren, with hopefully many more to come. I have also been blessed in my professional career. To this day, I contribute much of my professional success to what I've learned during my high school years. Much of it was not only what they tried to teach me, and that was probably their biggest challenge, but what I learned from example from the priests, the brothers, and the teachers. They molded my character through both direction and example. They taught me not only what proper behavior was, but also to be responsible for my actions, even when those actions weren't based on very good decisions. As we all know, high school kids don't always make the best decisions. And in my case, I'm sure I made many more bad decisions than good ones. This is what I believe happens every day in this building. This is why I have tried to support the school whenever I can. Because I want this school to be here for the future generations. Just like Notre Dame and De La Salle were there for our generation. It is my wish that all young boys could have that same experience that I had. And I hope in some small way I've helped make that happen for other young men that are just like I was some 50 years ago. Now let's get back to this Notre Dame thing. You see, I don't think the selection committee realized they were selecting a non-De La Salle guy when they gave me this award. But sorry guys, you can't take it back. I got it now. When I asked if I was the first non-De La Salle Notre Dame honoree, no one seemed to know, and they seemed a little surprised that I was even asking that. So at this point, I believe I'm the first, which makes this award even more special to me. And the way I look at it, I have become an adopted son, and I feel very honored to be part of the De La Salle family. I would like to ask if there are any Austin or Notre Dame graduates in this class, in this room. Wow.
You're all alone.
Wow. Well, then you probably, maybe you guys will appreciate this, but this is really an East Side thing. And I know there's some of the guys who were around in the 60s and 70s when I was going to high school. And there was a lot of competition between the three Catholic high schools here on the East Side. De La Salle, Austin, and Notre Dame. Now, I believe I'm the first Notre Dame honoree to win this award. And I'm positive they never gave it to an Austin guy. So you see, history has repeated itself once again. Notre Dame beats Austin once again. However, neither one of those schools exists today. And the fact that De La Salle has 800 students and is still going strong, that means De La Salle is the real winner of the three. And everybody that's involved in the school should be very proud of that fact, that it is still here and going as strong as it is. So in closing, I would like to first thank all the De La Salle associates for what they have done for my family and helping me build my boys into what I believe are fine young men. I would like to thank all the individuals I met and worked with on the Board of Trustees for a great experience with the added bonus of gaining many new friends. To the selection committee, I'm not sure what you guys are drinking, but for honoring me with this award. And finally, the biggest thanks goes out to all of you volunteers for the time that you give to this school. As I said in the beginning, this award is about the future. Because all that has been done in the past and all that is being done currently is what assures that this great institution will be here in the future for generations to come. And that is why what you do is so, so important. And that is why it has been very important to me to support the school also. So once again, thank you for this award. Thank you for adopting this Notre Dame guy and making me a much honored adopted son of De La Salle. Thanks a lot.